Welcome to preschool, my friends. I'm Miss Annette, and today we're learning about oceans. Here's our 5 fun facts. First fact is oceans cover almost all of our world. Second fact is that in oceans, some animals are big and giant, like whales, and some are so tiny we can't even see them, and they're called plankton. Fact number 3 is the water in the ocean is salty. It's so salty we can't drink it. We drink fresh water, but oceans have salty water. Fourth fact is that oceans have seaweed and seagrass that are like the trees and the flowers of the ocean. And just like our trees and flowers on land, they give us oxygen for us to breathe. And fact number 5 is oceans are very, very, very deep. In fact, I drew a little sun and cloud here, and this is our ocean. Down at the bottom of oceans, we can find mountains down there. Big, huge, tall mountains, like the mountains we have on land. And sometimes we can find volcanoes in the ocean. Let's play a fun little game called This or That. I'm going to name 2 animals, and you're going to tell me, you're going to point to and say the word of whichever one is an ocean animal, something that lives in the ocean. Are you ready? Okay, let's do it. Is this an ocean animal, or is that an ocean animal? You're right. A seahorse is an ocean animal. Okay, next. Is this an ocean animal, or is that an ocean animal? You're right. A dolphin is an ocean animal. All right, here we go. You're doing really well. Is this an ocean animal, or is that an ocean animal? You're right. An octopus is an ocean animal. Okay, again. Is this an ocean animal, or is that an ocean animal? You're right. A shark is definitely an ocean animal. All right. Is this an ocean animal, or is that an ocean animal? That's right. A lobster is an ocean animal. Okay, and last, is this an ocean animal, or is that an ocean animal? You're right. A sea turtle lives in the ocean. Well done. Over in the ocean, in the morning sun, lived an old father turtle and his little turtle one. Glide, said the father. I glide, said the one. And he glided in the morning sun. Over in the ocean, in the sea so blue, lived an old mother dolphin and her little dolphins too. Jump, said the mother. We jump, said the two. And they jumped in the ocean blue. Over in the ocean, in a seaweed tree, lived an old father seahorse and his little seahorse 3. Swim, said the father. We swim, said the 3. and they swam and they swam by the seaweed tree. Over in the ocean, on the ocean floor, lived an old mother crab and her little crabs four. Scuttle, said the mother. We scuttle, said the four. And they scuttled and they scuttled on the ocean floor. Over in the ocean, where the coral thrive, lived an old father starfish and his little starfish five. Twirl, said the father. We twirl, said the five. And they twirled and they twirled where the corals thrive. Over in the ocean, where the waters mix, lived an old mother jellyfish with her little jellies six. Drift, said the mother. We drift, said the six. And they drifted and they drifted where the ocean waters mix. Over in the ocean, in the rocky heaven, lived an old father octopus and his octopuses seven. Ink, said the father. We ink, said the seven. And they inked and they inked in the rocky heaven. Over in the ocean, where the waters great, lived an old mother fish and her little fishes eight. Swish, said the mother. We swish, said the eight. And they swished and they swished where the water's looking great. Over in the ocean, where the bubbles shine, lived an old father lobster and his little lobsters nine. Snap, said the father. We snap, said the nine. And they snapped and they snapped where the bubbles shine. Over in the ocean, where the fish swim again, lived an old mother whale and her little whales 10. Spout, said the mother. We spout, said the 10. And they spouted and they spouted where the fish swim again. Hi, my friends. We are going to do a little art, and this is in honor of the books that are the Rainbow Fish book series. Are you familiar with this series? It always has a little fish that looks like this. That is the Rainbow Fish. I think my favorite book in the series is the Rainbow Fish and the Big Blue Whale. I can't remember if that's exactly how the title goes or not. But anyway, it's got the big blue whale in it and the rainbow fish. And I just love how they learn. At first, they feel like they can't be friends, and then they learn that they can be friends by the end. I love it. So that's what we're going to make today, is a rainbow fish. I have my whiteboard here because I thought I want to show you how to draw a fish, either for this activity or just so that you can be really cool and have this talent that you can draw fish. It's super easy and super simple. And then I'm going to make a rainbow fish from this printable that is on the website. So you can either download the printable or you can do your own fish, like I'm going to show you in just a second. If you're going to do the printable, you're also going to need some paper towel. I have 2 pieces of paper towel right here. A little piece of foil. I'm going to use that to tear little pieces off, and those will be the sparkly little fins. I have some water, and then a brush and watercolor paints, as well as some white glue to glue the little fins on. All right, so let's start first by drawing a fish, learning how to draw a fish. All right, actually I want this side of the marker. Sometimes I like to tell myself a little story about something so that I can remember it better. So this is the story I made up in my mind about drawing a fish. The story begins with, here is my house, and here is my friend's house. Isn't that fun? That's a good story already. And over here, a little bit bigger circle, is the park. All right, now let me get a good angle on this. I hope it's not too shiny like from the lights. I hope you can see it. So I begin at my house. I'm going to go from my house around the park to my friend's house. Are you ready for this? Okay, watch closely and you can see what happens. Then there'll be a fish here on this whiteboard. I leave from my house, go around the park, and to my friend's house. I made a fish. And I can add, this park will be the eye. And here's a happy little face. I could maybe make a little up here if I wanted. And I could also make these guys, the tail, just a little bit bigger, like that. Do you think you could do it? Give it a try and see if you like that. All right, now let's do the rainbow fish. There's different ways that you can do watercolors. I think the important thing to remember is start with your lighter colors first. That's what I like to do. Do you know what I mean by a lighter color? A black or a brown or this dark, dark blue. Is that dark, dark blue or is that black? They are super, super dark colors, like colors you would use for nighttime. And then like the yellow, I think that's kind of the brightest or the lightest color. So you don't want to do that and last after your water and the paintbrush and everything's all mixed in with it. So you want to kind of keep it really protected, the yellow and the lighter ones. So I'm going to think about it first, and I'm going to think, what color do I want my rainbow fish? Sometimes I just dive in and I start just color, 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 and then I realize, man, I didn't have a plan. So I recommend getting a plan, thinking it through. Think about your fish, whether your fish is this fish or this fish. Think what colors you want to use and stick with them. All right, I am going to do circle shapes on my fish. And I'm going to begin with blue. It's a medium color, but I'm not going to use any yellow, I don't think. So blue, and I'm going to start by painting the whole face, just kind of tickling the paper with, wow, that is very dark, with this dark, dark blue. All right, and I'll get a little more water. Sometimes I use a spray bottle and I give the paints just a little spritz to keep them moist and wet. And that's something you might want to try at home. So moving along. I'm going to leave the eyeball just out. I think one of the reasons I really love the book about the big blue whale and the little fish is that, and the rainbow fish, is that sometimes I do that in my own life. I look at somebody and I think, oh man, they seem really different from me. And I'm not sure if we would like any of the same things. And maybe we can't be friends. But that's just simply not true. And that's why I love that book, is that we can get to know new people and be their friends. Okay, coming along. Painting. Have you ever used watercolors before? If you don't have watercolors, what's something else you could use to paint your rainbow fish? Yeah, markers or crayons. Those are really good ideas. Colored pencils would also be good too. All right, now I'm going to do circle, circle, circle with some green and some blue and some purple. These are colors I love together. So here I go. Here's my first circle. I'll do a green one right there. How about if I make 5 green ones and then I'll come back and I'll switch colors. All right, here we go. You count with me. There's 1, 2, a little more water, 3, 2 more, 4, and 5. I might have to add some more green a little later. I don't know yet. Rinse this, and then I'm going to wipe it off. Oh, look at all that green that came out there. Can you see that? I don't know. Maybe you can. Maybe you can't even see the green. I'm not even sure. All right, now let's get going on the purple and the blue. There's 1. Let's do 7 purples. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 more, and 7. Awesome. Okay, now the blue again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's going to be tricky to do a 7. Right here. And 7. Just a little guy. And while I have the blue, I'm going to paint some of these. The fins and the tails will go blue and purple stripes. What do you think about that? Are you already thinking what colors you're going to use on your rainbow fish? I hope so. I think one good thing would be to start with your favorite color, because then you're pretty sure you're going to like it, because it's made out of your favorite color. Could you even do just one color on it and not even have a variety of colors? Yeah, you could. Just one color would be fine. What about leaving some of it white? Yep, you can do that too. I'm leaving little spaces in here that are white. All right. We're on the last of the tail, this fish. Rainbow fish are a type of fish that live in the ocean, in the salt water of the ocean. Okay, blue, goodbye blue. And now these little purple stripes. Oh, some of my blue got on some of my purple, and it kind of looks cool like that. They're mixing a little bit. Sometimes in preschool we remind ourselves, don't mix colors, no mixing colors. And then other times we like to mix colors, don't we? That's right, we do. All right. Over here, think I have 4 more purple lines. That was 1. Count with me. 2, 3, and 4. Ta-da! And I think I'm going to paint the lips on the fish, which I don't think fish really have lips, but I don't know. You could look that up and see. But this one does. There we go. Okay, there's my rainbow fish right here. Ta-da! And it's time to put on the sparkly little fins. Let me think, how many fins do I want to give it? I was thinking just 1, and then after I thought, no, maybe it'll be pretty with a couple more. I think I'll do 4. So don't even need scissors for this activity. I go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, those are my 4 fins, and I'm going to put them just random little places. Let me make sure all the crusty on the glue is off. There we go. So here's 1. A little M&M sized dot of glue. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. My little fins. 1. I'm going to let it stand up a little bit. Can you see that? How I didn't press it all the way down? That's just something that I want to do with this, but you can do it however you want to. 2. Let's let this one stand up a little bit too. Also, 3, and 4. There's my rainbow fish. Give it a try at home and let me know if you like it. I have had such a great day learning about oceans with you. Can you think of at least one fun fact about the ocean? This might give you some ideas. And while you're thinking, I want you to remember something very important, that you are special and there is no one in the world just like you. Until next time, bye-bye.